Why women change around men after finding a female best friend. Have you ever noticed this? A woman seems interested in you. She replies fast, she laughs more around you, she opens up emotionally. Then suddenly, she becomes extremely close with another woman. Now her energy feels different. She replies less, she seems emotionally distant. Sometimes she even starts acting colder toward men in general. And most guys never understand why this happens. They think, did I do something wrong? Did she lose attraction? Is her friend turning her against men?
But the truth is deeper than that. Because when two women become emotionally close, something powerful starts happening psychologically. And once you understand this dynamic, female behavior suddenly becomes much easier to read. Let's talk about it. The first thing most men fail to understand is that women emotionally bond differently than men do. Most male friendships are built around activities, sports, gaming, business, competition, shared goals. But female friendships are usually built around emotional connection. They talk for hours. They share personal experiences, relationship problems, secrets, insecurities, feelings they don't share with anyone else. And over time, that creates emotional dependency. That's why when a woman finds a female best friend who truly understands her, her emotional priorities often change. The attention she once looked for from men, she now receives from her friend. The emotional comfort she once searched for in relationships, she now feels in friendship. And once emotional needs are fulfilled elsewhere, behavior naturally shifts. This is why many men suddenly feel less important without understanding why. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Women influence each other emotionally at an extremely deep level, much deeper than most men realize. If one friend has trust issues with men, those emotions slowly spread. If one becomes emotionally guarded, the other sometimes starts behaving the same way. Human beings naturally absorb the mindset of the people closest to them, and emotional energy is contagious, especially in close female friendships. That's why sometimes a woman can genuinely like a man, but after weeks of conversations with her friend, her feelings slowly change. Not always because the man changed, but because her perspective changed.
And yes, sometimes jealousy also plays a role. A female best friend may unconsciously fear losing emotional importance, especially if they spend every day together. So without realizing it, she may subtly discourage romantic relationships, not in an obvious way, but through comments like, "He's probably wasting your time. You deserve better. Men always disappoint eventually." Little comments, repeated over time, and slowly those ideas shape emotional perception. Now, to be fair, not every female best friend is toxic. Sometimes the friendship is actually healthy. Sometimes a woman becomes stronger, more confident, and emotionally stable because of that friendship, and that changes the type of men she gives attention to. This is something many guys refuse to admit. A strong female friend can raise a woman's standards. She may stop tolerating disrespect, stop chasing validation, stop accepting weak behavior. So when men notice the change, sometimes the woman didn't become worse. She simply became more selective. And honestly, that's an important distinction. But there's another layer most people never talk about. Some women feel emotionally safer around female friends than around men. Why?
Because there's less pressure, no need to impress, no fear of romantic rejection, no expectations about attraction, just emotional comfort. And if a woman previously had painful experiences with men, that safety becomes extremely valuable to her. So during that phase of life, romance may stop feeling important. Her best friend becomes her emotional safe space, and naturally, men move lower on the priority list. Now this is the moment where many guys make a huge mistake. They panic. The moment they feel emotional distance, they start chasing harder. More texting, more attention, more emotional pressure. And ironically, that usually pushes her away even faster, because attraction rarely grows under pressure, especially when someone is emotionally focused elsewhere. The smarter move is understanding the situation emotionally instead of reacting emotionally, because not every shift means rejection. Sometimes people are simply evolving socially, and sometimes friendships temporarily become more important than romance. Now let's be honest about one more thing. Men do this too. A man's friend group can completely influence how he views women, dating, and relationships. If his friends are bitter, negative, or emotionally immature, that energy spreads. So this isn't really about women versus men. It's about human psychology. The people closest to us shape us. Their mindset becomes our mindset. Their fears become our fears. Their emotional habits slowly become ours. That's why relationships change when social circles change, and the people who understand this stop taking every emotional shift personally. At the end of the day, when a woman becomes extremely close with a female best friend, her priorities may shift, her standards may rise, her emotional focus may change, and sometimes men simply stop being the center of attention, not because she suddenly hates men, but because emotional fulfillment can come from many different places. And once you understand that, you stop reacting with insecurity. You start seeing human behavior more clearly. And honestly, that emotional awareness gives you an advantage most people never develop. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more psychology and relationship content most people are too afraid to talk about. And comment below, do you think close friendships can change attraction and dating behavior? I want to hear your opinion. See you in the next video.